Next is Rosa Otero, followed by Sonia Anderson.
Good evening. My name is Rosa Otero. I am a 25, almost 26-year resident here in Orange. And how they say in Spanish, no se lava ropa sucia en casa ajena. You don't wash dirty laundry in a stranger's house. But today we're going to have to, because Ana Gutierrez decided to bring along all of our dirt. I would like to know why Ana Gutierrez has not advocated for higher education for Hispanics and Latinos that are on the lower income side versus the Anaheim Hills. I want to know why you haven't advocated for an equal education for the Hispanics and the whites. Why you've been a bipartisan, partisan versus a bipartisan when schools are actually education, and it should be directly affecting the kids and their future. This is not a Democrat or Republican, even though conservatives that are on the board are actually advocating for higher education for all kids in our district. So that's what I would like to know. Also, I would like to showcase how the union in our district has divided our city. And so we have teachers that are wearing the recall shirts during school hours. We have signs that have a recall actually on the cars, which is totally, free speech, but is it appropriate for children? Because now the children are actually getting into fights. Now we have a union that has been so radical that now the children are starting to divide conservatives versus liberals. Is that appropriate? Is it appropriate for us to have this in our city when we voted? We voted, we all get one vote, and we voted on change. San Juan Capistrano, South County, they actually flipped their board. They fired a superintendent. Nobody said anything. Nobody started a recall. Yet this union has become so radicalized that it's dividing our city. I understand, Mr. Slater, that you've actually associated with the National Board of Human Rights campaign, which is actually associated with the California Teachers Association. They've actually linked to $55,000 for this recall. That's negating my vote. I have my one vote, and now you guys are having this union. We have partisan people. We have the Democratic Party, the Superintendent Thurmond, coming down to our little tiny district to saying, vote these people out. We voted them in. We as parents, we as residents, we voted these people in. And now all of a sudden, you have Sacramento coming down and telling us your vote doesn't matter because you have to do what I say. And you have this union now that's becoming so radicalized that it's dividing the children. The children should be learning the basics. Why should the children have to be divided? You should advocate for a strong education. There's no need to divide the city. They voted. If you don't like the vote, wait for the next election and then have a different vote. But you don't get to divide a city, so now you have conservatives versus liberals, and you don't have a union that has so upset that now they have to take over control of our district. That's children's education. It should not be a political game. It should be only strictly education, and you, Mrs. Gutierrez, you should advocate for us to have a better education for Latino kids.